everyone. Welcome to another episode of Simply Nerdy. I'm your host, Steven. I'm joined today by Anthony and a few guests we have here. We got Tyler. We got Hayden. We got Alex. We got Jacob. We're here to talk about Spider-Man 2 because for some reason we haven't talked about Spider-Man 2 yet. Spider-Man 2, we had a recent trailer that just dropped for the story. I'm going to open up to the panel. What do you guys think of the latest trailer and overall thoughts of Spider-Man 2?
I think it looks incredible. Looks like it's like iterating on, the formula we've seen in the first Spider-Man game, and also with Miles Morales, the update we got with that. One of my biggest praises for Miles Morales was the updated combat system. I thought the Venom abilities were a lot of fun, and it made the combat a lot more fun. I think from what we've seen from the combat, some of the trailer with Pete using the Venom symbiote, I feel like that's going to be a nice update for Pete's movement as well and his own combat. So I'm excited about that. I think it'll be really fun.
Honestly, I kind of agree with most of that. The updated combat style looks like it's going to add for a lot more interesting combinations, and honestly, probably just swapping between both the symbiote ability and just regular Spider-Man abilities seems like it could set up for some very interesting tactics against enemies and AIs. But overall story, I hope it's either anywhere near as close as what it was originally to the first Spider-Man game, or I would even love it to go way farther beyond and see what they're going to delve into with Spider-Man.
Are you talking about lengthwise, or like what are you talking about?
I'm talking about, I guess,
the characters
that develop.
Yeah, I mean,
it's all the way around.
Yeah, there's a lot to get into. I mean, there's like Kraven, obviously he's the main villain. We're going to have the side villains of Harry Osborn and Venom and everything. As we saw in the first Spider-Man game, there's even more like the side villains as well, and they just kind of show up. So yeah, it'll be exciting. I'm really excited.
The thing that made Spider-Man PS4 so great was the story. I felt like the story was fantastic. Probably one of the best Spider-Man stories I've ever seen. That's what Spider-Man 1 has over Miles Morales. Miles Morales, what it has over the first Spider-Man PS4 is the combat. Like you guys already said, the combat, the gameplay was incredible. And I'm hoping this Spider-Man 2 game will just take the best of the story elements from the first game and combine it with, I mean, you guys have already said it, right? They're giving Peter Parker new powers too, which that was one of my worries, is Peter's going to feel old school now in Spider-Man 2. What's the point of playing as Pete? You can play as Miles and have the Venom powers. But yeah, no, it looks great.
Yeah, no, So I'll start by saying I think that the original Spider-Man is probably the 2018 game. It's probably my favorite game on the PS4, and one of my favorites on the PS5 as well. I double dipped. I got the PS5 version. I played it all the way through again. So yeah, I'm definitely excited for more of that. The story. I'm not one of those people that's super familiar with like the comic books or anything like that, so I'm not sure, which villain is which and what that means for the direction of the story, but it looks like it's going to go in kind of an interestingly dark direction for Pete, and that's going to be interesting to see. I'm, as the people on as our guests have already said, I'm glad at least that it's going to come with some new combat utility, because I think we were all worried about that. I thought the combat system in the original was excellent. Steven hooked me on that super fast. He just had me over. I played it, and then I'm like, okay, I'm going to buy this game now. I didn't even have a PS4 yet. Wait, did I? I don't remember.
You did?
Anyway,
I thought you did.
Maybe I did. I remember I bought a PS4 for it, though. Anyway, so... But, yeah, it was good. But then Miles Morales kind of outshined it. And so now I'm just glad that we're going to get, some solid upgrades to the combat. So yeah, I think probably that's the thing that stands out most to me right now. And also, I think maybe I'll just say Insomniac Games in general just does a really solid job. Maybe this is a kind of unpopular opinion, but for me, I feel like a lot of AAA games have kind of become, the expectation is that they're going to come out half-baked. There's going to be patches, and it's going to be a hot mess the first time it comes out, and then it's actually going to come into its own a year or two later. I feel like that's not true of Insomniac. I feel like they polish their games with really amazing quality, and it kind of looks like they're giving Spider-Man 2 the same treatment. So between the exciting looking combat, the intriguing story, which I can't say more than that, and just that expectation of a really polished experience. I'm excited. Yeah, it's looking fantastic.
Yeah, there's actually something that I read about a little while ago but the map size, like obviously like you have a lot of New York to play in the first 2 games, and the map was kind of carried over from Spider-Man 1 to Miles Morales. There was an interview with the Insomniac, game director for the game, and he said they're also adding in not just the regular map, they're adding in Queens and Brooklyn. The map's going to be about 2 times larger. It's about 2 times the size of the original map, which is going to be super, super interesting. There's obviously a lot more map to work with, and I'm hoping that it's not going to be too much for the guys at Insomniac. And like Anthony was saying, I hope they keep that same level of polish with the much larger map and the much more intricate combat system and things like that. So I hope it's the same level of quality. I'll be looking out for that definitely.
I also think it's funny because on the opposite side of that comment, I've also heard a lot of people complaining about the map as well, saying that, it's just going to be the same thing.
Yeah,
but then like the second they said that, like the next day they were like, oh yeah, no, you get Queens and Brooklyn too. And there's going to be an entire map of the water side as well, of the bay. I'm just like, there's your answer. So
pretty sweet.
I can't help but laugh a little bit at that complaint though, because it's like, I'm sorry, did you expect them to change New York?
Exactly. No, it also followed suit with like a lot of complaints that I heard about the Tears of the Kingdom game as well, and where I was like, no, this game is perfect. But they're like, it's the same map, and I'm like, did you play any of it? You called it the entire upper bottom part anyway off that.
But then the map is
I'm with you there.
It's like
Absolutely.
perfectly scaled. Like I have no issue with if they're gonna reuse maps, that's fine. Just add more material in it, whether it be side missions or like what Insomniac's doing with adding Brooklyn and Queens. That it just keeps the game fresh as well.
And utilizing the power of the PlayStation 5 too. It can handle.
Yeah, exactly.
Too. How can we utilize the PlayStation 5's power? Let's get more map. Let's get more area.
Exactly. I remember when the PS5 upgrade came out, I got it with my PS5, and just the loading times on Spider-Man.
Oh my God.
1, it's like the little loading cutscenes like almost didn't even happen. Like I think Mark Cerny or someone said that they had to stretch out the loading, like it was loading too quickly, and they wanted people to actually see like the subword writing animation and stuff like that. It's loading too quick. That was one of the funniest things. So with the new abilities of the PS5 and the processing power, I'm really excited to see what kind of level of detail they'll have.
Absolutely.
Something that I noticed in the trailer, and I hope this isn't completely true, is I saw some of the Venom powers that Pete has, and he'll dash forward or he'll just have this big explosion around him. But that just seems like a reskin of what Miles does.
Oh,
I feel like they're going to use the same options.
Hot Jake Blank.
Oh, that is a hot take.
Venom.
So I think you have a point though.
In the trailer, more.
That is true.
Except like more different things with them, but Venom Dash just looked like Venom Dash. Like we have Venom and Venom. You can't tell the difference.
Right.
So I mean, I guess I don't know. There's also the very first trailer during the what was it? It was the PlayStation broadcast that happened like a month ago, 2 months ago. So when you get the first footage of gameplay, there is also that scene where he's able to grab 4 dudes up.
Yes.
There's a lot more web combos. There's like takedown animations are a lot different when it comes to having the Venom suit.
Yeah.
But what I'm curious is, now that I think about it, are you going to be able to turn on and turn off the Venom suit when you're done with the game? Or is it just going to be for like a certain part of the story that you're going to have it for? Because it looks like this is going to follow one continuous story. You're going to start out with just regular Spider-Man and Miles, possibly just fighting Kraven at first. Then you're going to get the symbiote, and then it's going to go through the whole Spider-Man with the symbiote, and it's Spider-Man versus Spider-Man. Yep. And then the one after that is probably going to be what the secret final boss, which I would assume they're going to have in this game. And how it was like Doc Ock in the first one.
You find a way to pacify Venom, and you can use the suit without it affecting your mind.
Yeah.
Maybe
Or you did tour. That would be fun though. That'd be fun, like. Yeah, like you can change the black and white with the white and black. Yeah, that'd be something like a Carnage suit.
Now I have to bring up something. Anthony, you have something you want to say? Okay, here's okay. So I am with the Tobey Maguire fan club thing, right?
Yeah, he's good.
I have my one concern with the story. I hope they do a better job with Peter Parker and the Venom symbiote, right?
Yep.
When he's doing the dancing and all that weird stuff, all the weird emo Peter Parker. I hope they do a better job with that in this game than they did.
I hope they reference his fleece.
Is that a hot take? Is that a hot take to you guys?
Okay, honestly, in my own opinion, and I could be totally biased by this, but I really loved the 90s animated Spider-Man TV show. Super popular. You remember that one?
Oh, yeah, I remember.
I know a lot of people don't necessarily agree with me. They prefer Spectacular Spider-Man as the best interpretation of Spider-Man, but I loved the Venom episode, and I thought that episode of Peter Parker getting the symbiote and kind of going towards the dark side is becoming evil.
Didn't he almost kill Rhino in that episode?
Yes.
Yeah, shocker.
But I hope they do it probably more akin to that, but maybe not as I guess you could say campy for it. I don't know.
Yeah, I think they'll do a pretty good job. What we've seen from Insomniac in their writing style, they're able to take some serious issues, like all the scenes with Ant-Man in the first game, and all the stuff with Miles and Uncle Aaron in the second game. Yeah, they're really good. Yeah, they're really good at these emotional payoffs and dealing with characters' grief, and I think they'll be able to handle Peter's anger as well. I think that they'll be able to handle that well. So I don't think we'll have a Spider-Man 3 issue. We're not going to have Peter dancing on the sidewalk. I hope there's a joke. There will 100% be a joke about Peter dancing on the sidewalk.
I'm okay with that.
I don't know. It dreams sequence where you do that. I think that, I think that they'll handle it well. Insomniac has a pretty good track record of the story being serious and fun and being able to handle these emotions pretty well.
I just have a general question. Why do you think they changed Miles's electricity from orange to blue?
I don't know. Probably I'd imagine more of story into the story reason.
That's what I think.
Well, I like that it was orange. You gave him a distinction. Maybe they'll talk about it in the game. Yeah, I feel like it's going to be you can tell explain in the game.
He ages because you can tell that his hair gets.
Oh yeah, his character looks different. Yeah. So speaking of character models being different.
Oh yeah, yeah. I remember.
What about Peter?
Yeah, we had just watched the trailer, and I read a comment that I think they've changed Peter's face again. Maybe the vocab actor aged or something is different, but that first shot of him in that trailer, he looks different again. I don't know. It's just funny. They can't decide to face. Every game is gonna have a different Peter.
Yeah, I think they did tweak his face a little bit. I've been noticing there's some people posting about it as well. Same thing with Mary Jane as well, which she
oh god, she looks different.
I was like, wait, who is that?
She looked very different to me.
Yeah, no.
From there, I was like,
I was like, that can't be Mary Jane. Like, her face looks genuinely different, and it can't just be the fact her hair's down, not put back. That can't be the.
Might be another new actress.
It could be, or well, it could just be the fact that I just really bad.
The Spider-Man streaming.
I did more stealth missions with her. No fun and frozen.
Oh yeah. We don't need to bring those. We could skip the human stealth missions. I want to play Spider-Man. Those.
I mean, if we're gonna do stealth missions, do it with Miles Morales now. I would need
Miles in camouflage or playing as Black Cat. I feel like someone with powers. I don't want to.
Something that makes it more interesting.
Yeah.
They're using these weird devices.
She gets a taser in one level.
Weird. It's weird.
I want to see some more of the game.
Along with the Peter Parker and the Venom suit, what do you guys think of his voice when he was angry in the gameplay trailer? There's a lot of people that were on the fence, oh, he's on the game. But he just sounds angry.
It almost.
I kind of like the way he sounds.
I think it sounds fine.
He sounds a little bit like that.
Yeah, I think that's fine. He's a little Batman-y. I mean, you're not gonna skip that. But I like how the Venom suit sounds at the end of the trailer. It's not just like out of the Venom movie.
Yeah, as a Todd, I love that they're having him voice Venom. I think that's the perfect voice.
Is that the same guy as in the Venom?
No. No. It's somebody different. Yeah. No, Tony Todd is. I'm trying to think. You guys know the old horror movie called Candyman?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's Tony Todd. Oh my God.
He's the Candyman. That's the first one.
Yeah, he was really good. Oh, is it good? He's a good voice.
He's a very good voice.
Were you gonna say something, Jake?
There's one more gameplay Yeah, what's the other game? It was where you saw full on Venom instead of Spider-Man.
Oh yeah,
That was awesome. That's what I want to see like that. I want like an event in the game where you become Venom and you got to tear through like a hallway of people.
Yeah,
Throwing the places you go.
yeah, another new gameplay kind of thing. Like Peter plays a different way, Miles plays a different way. And I feel like we'll definitely have an opportunity to play as Venom.
Yeah, maybe like a finisher or like something that happens when you get a high enough combo, it just raises out, then you can destroy everything.
It might just be a cutscene.
I don't want to. It'd be way more interesting if it happens in the game.
Yeah,
It really ties the story and the gameplay together.
yeah, that'd be interesting. I don't know.
But no, there was something that I heard recently was that Insomniac's going to try. I don't know if they'll succeed or not. I mean, I doubt that. But that they claimed that Venom is going to be someone who isn't, Harry? Like, not going to be Harry Osborn.
That was my guess.
And
Yeah.
I mean, granted, maybe they are trying to divert us and make us think it's going to be Harry, because in the trailer they specifically say they want to heal the world, both Harry and Venom as well.
Yeah.
So I feel like that might be a little bit of a red herring. And it could be somebody else, but they also said it's not going to be Eddie Brock. That it's going to be entirely different. Which I don't know.
Is there somebody else in the comics that
Flash Thompson, and that would be
Well, see, even in the first one,
No.
he's in the movies?
Yeah. I don't know if he actually plays Venom. I know he does do Agent Venom.
He's one of the more popular Venoms.
Is it?
Like Reskin in the comics. Yeah.
Oh,
So he joins like the Guardians of the Galaxy because the sequel's from space. So when he takes him to space, like Eddie becomes part of the Guardians of the Galaxy and just goes on adventures with Star-Lord and stuff like that. That's more comic-y, but if I have a theory of who it's gonna be, if it's not Eddie Brock and it's not Harry, then it is almost definitely gonna be Flash Thompson. The only other person I can think of is Matt Gargan, who's the Scorpion. He's the only other guy that I know that gets the symbiote in the comics. But there's a Scorpion Venom. It's very interesting. It's a pretty good comic. He goes to an auction and wins the symbiote.
that's how. Maybe that's how Peter gets it. He gets it from Scorpion or something.
That might be it. I don't know.
That's a really long shot, though.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know. But a lot of speculation, a lot of theories. I think the general consensus is we're all very, very, very excited about this game. I have very high hopes. I think it'll be a lot of fun.
Yep. I've already said, at least here in person, I've said Tears of the Kingdom is probably going to be my. Not probably. It is probably. It's going to be my game of the year. But I'm struggling over here. But Spider-Man 2 is. I say it again. Spider-Man 2 will be my game of the year for PlayStation 5. At least that's the way it's looking. The PlayStation 5 game of the year for me is going to be Spider-Man 2, at least at this point.
It's looking promising.
Yeah.
Very promising.
Any final thoughts there, Antonio?
No, I'd agree. I don't know. I think we've probably established ourselves as, our channel at least, as primarily, Nintendo fan base. But I feel like Insomniac's work it feels to me very reminiscent of that same type of quality. So, this is a game that for me it's a system seller, and I think they do an excellent job. So I'm with you, Steve. If Tears of the Kingdom didn't come out this year, then I think Spider-Man 2 would probably be my pick for game of the year.
Yeah, by a landslide.
And honestly, if anything, I really hope at a bare minimum that Spider-Man 2 will follow the same trend that Tears of the Kingdom did, and either do as good, if not surpass its original.
Yeah.
Yes, please. That'd be most look.
Be awesome.
Even if you just cut out the stealth sections, that's already a better game. I hate the stealth section that much. Let me do it as Spider-Man.
I'm getting the sense that someone here really likes the stealth sections.
That's good.
Let us know down in the comments below what you think of Spider-Man 2, if you think it's going to be just as good as we do. And if you've already pre-ordered it. Oh, have we already pre-ordered it? Have you guys ordered it yet? I've actually got mine.
I'm probably going to pre-order it.
I'm working on it. I just got a new job, so once that next paycheck comes out.
Oh, you know.
I'm still hurting from both a bunch of recent purchases and a backlog that will outlive me. So it's going to happen at some point. But I haven't bitten the bullet yet.
No, I feel that. I just got back into Magic the Gathering, and that's destroying my wallet right now.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
Anyway, let us know in the comments below what you think. And until next time, guys, keep it nerdy.
Keep it nerdy.